Hi, I'm Robin,
And I'm Kim.
and this video is all about third grade at Gloria Deo Academy. It's going to be a brief overview about third grade, and so let's start off with what does a typical day look like for a third grader?
So third grade kind of continues in the same setup of the day as they've had even since kindergarten. They start by coming in, getting their day set. They go to
They do get to move out of the little schoolhouse.
They
so That's a
do.
big deal.
That is a big deal. They moved up to join the rest of
The
the
big
school
kids.
on the deck is what we call that. They're on the deck now. And so they still go to their classroom first thing. They still drop off all their things and then they go to devotion.
Okay.
And then when they come back, they do math. And then from there, they go to their first break and the day kind of diversifies from there.
Do they keep the same number of recess breaks as the younger kids?
They do. They still have the same
Lots of
three
outside.
recess breaks, lots of outside time, lots of brain breaks. It's just as important for those third graders as it was for those kindergartners.
Does anything change with their specials, their special class?
They do. So now they no longer have motor lab. They have joined PE, physical education. And so that takes the same role. It's the same time frame. So they will now go to PE instead of motor lab. And then they still have music one day a week and they have Latin. They have a separate Latin teacher that comes in.
Okay, excellent. Is there anything specific to third grade that would be good for parents and co-teachers to know?
Yes, so they added English as a subject in second grade and they continue that into third grade, but it kind of dovetails. Now, instead of just being strictly grammar, we're now moving in and adding writing. It's the first time we formally teach a writing program. And we use writing and rhetoric here at Gloria Deo because it sets up our students well for their upper school experience with lost tools of writing and ultimately towards writing their senior thesis.
And if I remember correctly, the writing and rhetoric curriculum does start with fables, which they did have a background in from second grade.
Yes, so
So
all
it
those
kind of
fables they
builds.
talked about in second grade, they get to use them now. The great thing about writing and rhetoric is that for the first couple of years, they don't really depend on the kids creating their own writing. They take the writing of masters and they start to develop it and add to it and learn how to write well before they then write their own.
Right. And now I also think too, just so our parents know that as we've come up in grade levels, we are adding some subjects, but for English, we're not going to have both writing and rhetoric and Shirley grammar on the same home day.
Not in third grade.
They will at this grade they will
Yes.
alternate.
That's
So you'll either have Shirley grammar assignments on your home day, or you'll have a writing and rhetoric assignment.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a little bit of relief there.
A little bit. You might have a day where you have to read something for writing and rhetoric and do a classroom practice,
Right.
but it's minimal.
Right.
And it's intentional.
Okay.
So
And what about any fun and exciting learning experiences for parents and students?
So there's some fun things in third grade. One of them is that we add history sentences to our history curriculum. So on top of learning their 32 timeline that they started back in first grade and they didn't get
They're
in second
expanding their
grade,
history memory work.
that now they are engaging with individual concepts and learning a little ditty, a little jingle, a little
Fun
song.
with the history.
And it's a whole lot of fun.
And what is the history content for third grade?
So history is going to be the medievals. It's going to be the Reformation
Renaissance.
and the Renaissance. And so they
It's a
really,
fun time period.
it is a very deep time period.
Yeah.
And they will be talking about church history and
Right.
all of these things that happened. So it's a fun year. But with that, they get to do, because of the medieval, they get to build a trebuchet
Oh, fun.
and they get to make a shield. And frequently they choose to make a sword and they come and they have a grand battle here at
Yes.
Tuesday. And it is one for the ages every year.
Okay. So those are definitely fun and exciting things to look forward to. Building a trebuchet. And again, that's another one of those projects that becomes a little bit of a family project. We all enjoy it and have fun, and then they are experimenting and trying things out at home, but launching things in the house. So it is a lot of fun in third grade. Is there anything else to add? If parents have questions about third grade prior to the start of school, where can we go?
So on this document where they access this video, there's also additional where they've got a welcome video from their teacher. And then there's additional documents for what to do with all those supplies that you had to buy. What stays at home, what comes to school, what comes to back to school night.
Be sure to check that document out so
Yes.
you know what can stay home and what can come up to school.
And then if you still have additional questions after that, you may email your teacher.
All right. Thanks, Kim. That's all for third grade. Thanks for watching.